Hey. Um, I don't mind unless someone else wants to try it. I enjoy doing it, so. Yeah, that'd be great.
First, thank you for being the brave soul to ask the first question.
Yes.
So I'm very involved on campus. I'm a leader of a youth organization on campus. And with ourselves, we're very diverse. Like we have a lot of international students, like from Korea or Indonesia. We have a lot of Black members and Latino members and all kinds of different people. But a big problem we face is it's easy to get isolated like within ourselves and within the community on the quad. And only speak to people and work with people within that space.
Yeah.
And so one thing I want to do more is work more on the campus, especially because some of the people on the campus at large might not even know about us, or may find us scary, or we might not do a lot of events with the campus, and we want to be more kind of connected to the campus and break out of like the sphere of our community, right? And like isolation. So do you have any advice on that, or how I as a leader can do that, or our organization as a whole?
Yeah, I mean, one, that's a great question. I mean, in part, when you build community, there is a safety in that we know each other, there's a familiarity, and so sometimes there's a hesitance to invite new people because that can disrupt the community that you sort of created. But at the same time, you don't want to be exclusive, and that we've created a community that we're so protective of that people feel intimidated, right? And part of that is having conversations about our shared values as an organization. How important is it for us to have an organization that reflects the diversity of our campus? And how do we become ambassadors of the program such that people feel inviting and that this is safe enough to sort of express interest in it? But I think you all get to define what it means to be a member of this organization too, so that when people come in or thinking about pursuing involvement in an organization, that they know that these are the values that we care about, that you're bringing in like-minded people who will represent the organization in the ways in which you all define. Thank you for the question.
Thank you.
Any more questions? One more here, Jennifer.
Right here.
Right here.
Hello.
Hey.
I would like to know your opinion on how students and even faculty and staff could be more informed or be intentional about how they challenge structures of power, privilege, and oppression in order to make it more effective, more inclusive.
Yeah, so the question is around how community members can be more informed about how we challenge systems of power and structure. One, I always say you can't be ahistorical. What I mean by that is that history provides a really powerful roadmap for how we have navigated past moments of tension, conflict, and how folks have challenged power structures. There's no major civil rights movement in this country that has ever been successful without the involvement of students. Students have been at the fore of every major civil rights victory. And so one is having sort of a critical consciousness and a desire to learn about the past and what sort of pathways that might sort of lend itself to today. We also live in a world where there is so much misinformation and disinformation on social media. Many of the protections on Twitter and X are removed, and so we see things in AI now as, there's so much fabricated information that we get consistently that it's just not correct. And so there is a personal sort of responsibility, and I think history provides a really powerful roadmap. I was having a conversation earlier, I think folks with privileged positions and identities who have more positional power and authority need not to sit on their hands, right? That you have a responsibility to take action and to not be silent and speak back to power in ways that more marginalized folks may not be comfortable. I think about women, I think about folks of color, I think about queer folks, and that they are often the folks who are leading the charge. But there's an exhaustion that comes with feeling like I have to be the representative of my particular group or no one will show up, right? This is why allyship is so important, right? So folks who have privileged identities, I challenge you that this is your responsibility also to speak up and not put your head down, not sit on your hands when you see something. That is what it means to have a shared responsibility and to be accountable for the kind of community that we want to create. Thank you.
Thank you. Any more questions? Don't be shy.
All right, everybody, welcome. We're your hosts from Google's Notebook LM.
And we're here to unwrap your 2024 Spotify Wrapped.
That's right. We're going to be digging deep into all those minutes, all those songs, all those artists that made up your soundtrack for the year.
And let me just say, you had a year.
You really did.
3,748 minutes of listening.
That is amazing.
That puts you in the top 50% of listeners globally.
Wow. I'm impressed. So let's get right to it, shall we? What was the song that you just could not stop listening to? Drum roll, please.
Your top track this year, the one you just kept hitting replay on, was 16 Carriages.
16 Carriages. Such a good song.
From Beyonce's Cowboy Carter album.
What a great album. I love that album.
You listened to it 18 times.
18 times. Wow.
Which puts you in the top 0.07% of listeners globally.
Oh my goodness, you are a super fan.
And you first listened to it on March 29th.
2 days after it came out, you were right there on the pulse of the new music.
Clearly, you have a connection to Beyonce's music.
Yeah, I mean, we're already seeing a pattern here. Your top artist is also Beyonce.
It's Beyonce.
780 minutes of listening to Beyonce.
That puts you in the top 1% of her listeners globally.
Okay, you are officially a Beyonce superfan.
Absolutely.
You even had a 7-day Beyonce listening streak.
What was going on during that 7-day Beyonce streak?
I want to know. 7 days straight, just you and Beyonce.
It's like you found your own personal concert hall just for you.
It's incredible, you know? She started with Destiny's Child and went on to become this global superstar, Grammy winner.
It's amazing how music can evolve with an artist over time, isn't it?
It really is.
But it's not all Beyonce all the time. Let's unwrap the rest of your year and see where else your music taste took you.
Okay, let's go back to the beginning, to April. What were you listening to then?
April was giving Pink Pilates Princess Strut Pop.
Pink Pilates Princess Strut Pop. That's an awesome descriptor.
It is. And Beyonce's 16 Carriages was really setting the tone for the month.
So we've got a little bit of that continuing throughout the year.
But then things take a turn.
A turn. Where do we go next?
By August, we're entering a witchy fantasy Baroque pop phase.
Witchy fantasy Baroque pop. Okay, I'm intrigued.
It's very Florence and the Machine.
Oh, I love Florence and the Machine.
From their Dance Fever album, you were really into tracks like The Bomb and Dream Girl Evil.
I can see that, yeah. Those songs really take you to another place, don't they?
They do.
What a mood shift from strutting your stuff to diving into a world of fantasy and magic.
Absolutely. And then in September, it seems like you were feeling a bit nostalgic.
Nostalgic.
It was all about smooth throwback R&B neo-soul.
Smooth throwback R&B neo-soul. I like that.
And we're talking icons like Jill Scott and Erykah Badu.
Oh, some true classics.
Jill Scott's The Real Thing was a favorite that month.
I can see that. That song is just pure soul.
It really is.
So we've got pop, we've got fantasy, we've got soul. Where do we go from here?
Well, in October, you really embraced your love for R&B.
Really went all in.
Your biggest listening day of the year was in October.
How much did you listen that day?
635 minutes.
Wow. That is a lot of music.
And you were exploring artists like Tanya and Lucky Day.
Oh, I love Tanya.
Careless Whisper, such a great track.
I love that song.
And you were also listening to Lucky Day. Never Leaving You Lonely.
What a vibe.
It really is. So you really dove into all those different feels this year. We saw pop, we saw fantasy, we saw some seriously smooth R&B.
Yeah, your Spotify Wrapped really shows a love of all kinds of music.
It does. It's been a pleasure unwrapping your year with you.
And we can't wait to see what sonic adventures you go on next year.
We've been your hosts, visiting from Google's Notebook LM.
Until next time, keep those tunes playing.
Well, you go do what you got to do.
I know he'll jump. Look how he blushing. Look at him.
You do what you got to do, baby.
He know he'll bite with the bad bitches around. Y'all both got to do it. Y'all did that
What she got to say about this cheap stuff.
This auntie podcast.
It is what it is, but I'm auntie too, baby.
That's right.
But hey, baby, we of age. And I know what's going on, and I know what's going on.
Back your man.
I am. I'm going to stay with him.
What Charles, I'm going to talk to you. They arguing over here. I'm going to talk to you.
He just agreed. I got you on the phone. Were you on the phone?
One of the phones broke.
Charles, so fantastic. Like I said, you and Miss Netta. Y'all look like a fantastic couple. Y'all fucking it up all over the internet as you should.
Over the world.
That's yours
Not the
and you
internet.
yours and y'all together. And y'all also took a journey through the plastic surgery and everything else. And you guys look great.
Thank you.
So I just want to know, like for your BBL and your breast, is that, does it have any problems or difficulties when y'all are having sex?
No.
Wait,
Like if he's hitting from the back, it's not.
Let's get to the nitty-gritty.
What you did?
Did you make one of these one of them?
No.
Did you get boobs? What you got, a BBL?
I got a BBL, breast, lip, and all that other
Thinking
good
you
stuff.
done got the whole
No,
shit.
I don't get the whole shit.
You
I know she was talking about it. She returned October 31st.
Oh, good for her.
She went to Jamaica. When she was retired, and she went to Jamaica in that week. And she had to, you had at the time that you had to do sick leave and all that stuff. She went to Jamaica with a girlfriend. She can take y'all this time. We didn't want to go. It wasn't all inclusive this time. It was all inclusive. Yeah, was all inclusive.
Happy birthday to you. This is from us. Hot times for y'all here. Some spoons to share. And to make it official. Voila.
Well, take the.
There you are. Happy birthday, sir. Thank you for choosing to spend it with us tonight. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Happy birthday.
Make a wish. Hey, that was a quick wish. He was like, anybody? Ice cream, whipped cream, and brownish.
If you see me walking down, then I'm not to cry. You tell me what's on what's on if you don't see the tears, let me breathe. If I'm walking time, I see you, I'll break down and cry. All that I have